Lego sets are being revealed, Lego sets are being rumored, so let's break it all down. Starting off with what I think is one of the most interesting of the bunch has to be this buildable Star Wars logo scheduled to release next year. The time frame is the middle of 2025, and I would expect it to be coming out around that May 4th promotion release date because that makes the most sense. Star Wars Day promotion, why not release the logo on Star Wars Day? I know Marvel is also having a buildable logo come out next year as well. The time frame on that, I'm not sure, but I would assume that these would release alongside one another, even though the May release makes the most sense for Star Wars. But the biggest news with that is that there's going to be no minifigure. A lot of people speculated, including myself, this would have to include a George Lucas minifigure. With not knowing how many people would want to go out and buy a set that just says Star Wars on it with no minifigure, it seemed like Lego would be like, okay, we'll throw in a minifigure. Maybe it will be Luke, maybe it'll be Vader, maybe it will be both of them. But I was really pulling for the fact that it could be a George Lucas minifigure. That's not the case. It's going to be $80, no minifigure, and it's just going to be the Star Wars logo. A bit disappointing on that end. I have to double check what the Marvel one will be, if it's going to include a minifigure, but I would assume that it's going to be the same exact thing. It's just going to be the Marvel logo with no figures. But it's a bit disappointing that the Star Wars logo won't include a minifigure, especially for $80. I would have expected one or two cool minifigures to go along with this set, but that's just not the case. Moving on to one of the biggest pieces of information, or I should just say speculation, being with the thought that we could be getting an MBS Endor set in 2025. I hope this is true. But fans have wanted this for a while, fans have been saying it for a while, and we've yet to have anything regarding it. I hope this is the year though. This could be that year with the fact that the Mos Eisley Cantina is set to retire at the end of 2024, and Lego needs to fill that gap with the MBS set. Yes, we are getting a Jabba Sail Barge set, but that is going to be labeled underneath the Ultimate Collector Series line, not MBS. So once a UCS set goes off, Lego loves to replace them with another UCS set. We always see them cycling in and out. It's been a while since we've had an MBS set, the last one being the Mos Eisley Cantina, so it makes sense that one will be off shelves for a little bit. Why not replace it with another one immediately? The UCS set for next year will come out in May. None of the big UCS sets will release at the end of the year. Instead, it will be a big MBS set, which I guess you can also consider it to be a UCS set, but the labeling MBS, UCS, you guys get the point. But if this is true, I would expect something similar to be done. Just like with Jabba's Sail Barge, how there's the Desert Skiff and Sarlacc pit set that's going to go really well with that Jabba's Sail Barge. You're supposed to buy the set to go along with it. They're not selling it all as one. I expect if and when we get a Endor Master Builder series set, they would do something very similar with an Endor bunker set being released a few months prior, just how we have the Sarlacc pit and Desert Skiff in August of this year. I would expect that set to be released a few months earlier, just how it did with the Sarlacc pit and Desert Skiff. So the Endor bunker would probably be released 2, 3, 4 months earlier, most likely in that August slot. And then the Endor would either be released in October or November. This set would include a bunch of minifigures, and they wouldn't include all the minifigures that would have to be included in Endor in that one set, because they can get away with including some of them in the bunker. And I would expect the Master Builder Series Endor, if I were to guess, to be anywhere between $400 and $450, probably between that $425 and $450. The Cantina goes for $400 right now, so I would expect Lego to most likely make it $425 or $450, along with that Endor bunker set that would go along with it being between $50 and $55. That's just my guess. There is no information or proof backing up anything I said. This is just pure speculation and a little bit of hope that I really want this to come true. And in the next few months, if we do get more confirmation on an MBS Endor, who knows, maybe some of the stuff I said today would actually end up being true when it comes to that set. One could only hope, because an Endor Master Builder Series set, I said it a million times before, I'm going to say it again, would be epic. 2025 is also going to be the year of a new Lego Star Wars character encyclopedia. Super exciting stuff there. Really curious what minifigure will be coming in that book. There's a ton of options that we could get, so I'm excited for when that officially gets announced what that minifigure will be. This set has been circulating for a while now, with Jedi Bob Starfighter set for an August release. And now Lego has officially revealed the set, and we knew it already looked amazing, but now we have these high definition images that Lego has provided us, and I can't wait for the set. These are just some of the images that we have provided for us. I can't wait to have this set in hand. That Jedi Bob is the main selling point for the set, along with an awesome starfighter, along with 2 other pretty cool minifigures. That August 1st release is going to be crazy. Going back with some sets that have some speculation surrounding them, nothing officially set in stone or confirmed, with the potential return of the helmet line. Yes, you heard that correctly. And for some time now, there have been some rumblings of the helmet line returning with the Bo-Katan helmet or Jango Fett. It seems like one of the two, maybe both, but this seems like it could be happening. I was wondering, since they canceled the helmet line, could they be returning with it in the next few years because of how popular it was and how upset many people were. I was very upset that the helmet line seemed to be shown the way out of the door, but this could be very promising. We know that in January of 2025, 2 midi-scale sets are set to release. While the previous release, 3 of them came out all in the same month, while January only 2 are being released, which makes people think, are they waiting for one to be released in May, or are they only doing 2? And I'm thinking you're having 3 sets around that 50 to 70 price point. And I always thought Lego should do 2 helmet sets one year, 1 midi-scale, and then 1 helmet set, 2 midi-scale with the popularity of the sets. And it seems like Lego might be going that direction. As we know, the previous midi-scale release, Lego released all 3 of them on the same month, while this upcoming year, it's only going to be 2 of them in January for now. The helmets, there's no confirmation around it, but it seems like if this is true, Lego would be going down the line of 2 midi-scale sets in January and then 1 helmet set later down the line. And I would love if Lego flip-flop between 2 midi-scale sets, 1 helmet, and then 2 helmets, 1 midi-scale, sort of going back and forth in that whole general direction, because I think that would be really good. And the fans love midi-scale, they love helmets. Lego Star Wars only has so many sets per year that they can't randomly one year give us 3 helmets, 3 midi-scale sets. I mean, technically they could, but with the shelf room and everything, I think it would just be too much. I think it makes the most sense for Lego to do the 2 helmets, 1 midi-scale set, and then the 2 midi-scale sets, 1 helmet, if that's the direction they're going in, unless they're just simply doing 2 midi-scale sets this year, and that is all. I don't know, but there's so much potential for helmets. Obviously, Bo-Katan, Jango Fett, the 2 that are rumored, but there could also be Paz Vizsla, the Armorer. You can do Kylo Ren. There's infinite possibilities that they could do that they left on the table, because the helmet line, it went way too soon with just, like I said, the sheer possibilities. You can have endless possibilities for these helmets, as well as all the different clones. I mean, you could do 5s, there could be Wolf, there could be whoever you can think of. You can have phase 1, phase 2 clone troopers, anyone you could think of, you could have. It would just be something that Lego needs to sit down and plan out the schedule with, if they plan on bringing it back. Most recently, from the Acolyte, we have Kamir, that awesome helmet that he was wearing. That could be made into a helmet, and that could be an Acolyte set that Lego can get on shelves if they want to have one. There's just so many possibilities for the helmet line. I'm glad that it could be coming back. Nothing set in stone, like I've said, so we have to wait and see. So we have to wait a little bit for more information on 2025 to come out. Recently, we just got a look at the new battle pack coming out at the end of the year as well. And all we saw was the front of the box, but now we have an image of the back of the box. So I have a video up on this set running you guys through my thoughts and how I feel about it. This is pretty cool that we're getting a battle pack this late in the year. It makes more sense why we're not getting one in January now, so I would assume that we would be getting a battle pack in May of 2025, but now we're getting way too ahead of ourselves. But you know what? It's always good to look ahead. I'm super excited for it. That's just some of the stuff I wanted to bring up for this video. So much has been going on regarding Lego Star Wars and just Lego in general, with so many cool sets coming out. So much mystery around other things, wondering when we're going to see sets like Jabba's Sail Barge, some January 2025 sets. We know the list of those sets. And for the future of January, what's going to happen? What battle packs are we going to get? It's going to be absolutely wild. Let me know what you guys think about all these sets and all this information that's happened in the last few days, weeks, and for the future of Lego. Let me know what sets you're most excited for, and I'll see you in the next one.